Hi, everybody. This is Ecom Blab. It is our Halloween Spooktacular. Oh, and we've got a special guest. Rogers Macaw is making an appearance. Let's see if we can get him to show up on the screen here.
He's playing peekaboo at this moment.
Yeah, he's a little shy today. He's not used to Roger being in costume. Oh, he's so pretty.
Hey, you're gonna say hi? Hi.
Look at that.
Oh, you've been pulling your feathers.
That's so cool.
Hi. Oh, he said hello. Can you see him okay?
Yeah, I can see him. I can see him.
That's so cool.
Hello. Can you say ka-ching? Ka-ching. He normally is very pretty, but this is the time of year he pulls all this stuff to grow new colors. Hello.
Yeah, he's molting.
Yeah. Hello.
Thank you for tweeting, everybody. Thanks for sharing with telling a little bird. We've got a bird on screen.
Too many tweets.
So many tweets. So awesome. So we're going to be talking about tips and tricks for online sellers for marketing Halloween items. And I've got my little baby who is being a problem. So Roger, I'm going to stop recording for a second. We can keep recording, but I just don't want her on camera like that. So I'll hold on for me just a second. Get to know Angelique a little better. There you go. I will be right back.
All right.
All right. So we're going to be talking about tips and tricks and just fun stuff for online sellers. If you're on eBay or Amazon or Etsy, or you have your own website, wherever you sell online, we're going to be talking about that. And Miss Angelique Luna is a psychic and tarot card reader, so she's going to be doing some fun, short and sweet readings for us. Nothing too in-depth, you know. But just to give you kind of guys a little taste and just something fun to do that is Halloween themed, and we're all in costumes and our get-ups. You can see our pumpkins in the back.
Maybe you could tell us what kind of readings you want to do, like give us some parameters of a question to ask. Like,
let's stick to business. Keep it that way. I mean, usually
Exactly.
I'll do like general. So,
will this item sell? Won't this item sell? Or how much should I charge? Kind of things.
Or marketing aspect, or whatever, or even ideas. You know, just as long as it's business related, because that's the show. It's
awesome.
Nothing personal. We're not going with personal.
What to ask, and be with the right thing.
I've asked her. I'm like, what's going to happen with my business? Is it going to get bigger? Am I going to, manage to get out of this never-ending circle? And and she's like, yes. And I'm like, okay.
It'll get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I don't want to keep digging myself into a hole. I want to get out of it. Yeah, no.
Yeah, once we started figuring out what niches were working, you saw things were skyrocketing for you after we did the reading.
Yeah, it definitely focused on stuff.
That was going to work, and then you go for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. And, it's been, ever since I came back from the eBay 20th anniversary event, it's just been like, offers for interviews and, come and do our meetup or come and do a presentation. eBay flying me out to Utah now for the women's conference. I just got a phone call from one of my members at my meetup that he wants to do some kind of collaboration and see if we can get some kind of business going on as well. So it's just thing after thing after thing. So I'm very excited. It's hopefully, I think next year I'm going to be a lot better financially. At least that's how it feels like I'm laying the groundwork kind of
coaching.
This year. And I got to do coaching. Yes, I have to do coaching.
Yeah.
I have to get into that. I really have to set it up properly. And make a course.
Yeah, you kind of got a website set up for that already. Are you beginning that? Or?
Well, I mean, it's just the lazybreezedeals.com and it's just the blog right now, but there's no actual marketing of myself as a teacher, as a coach. You know what I mean? So I have to set that up. Yeah. I gotta get serious about making the page look really good for that particular aspect of it. Put a few testimonials up, a few videos from the blab. And I have to determine pricing, and there's a whole lot of things that go into it, which is kind of why I haven't yet. But I have to. But
you're researching it out. You've watched what other people do, right?
Yeah, I have an idea. It's just sitting down and be like, okay, I'm going to work on this particular project for this week. But lately it's been more like I'm editing and adding new listings because I want everything to be available for sale before Christmas. So that's
Well,
just been taking
we
time.
are in a holiday show today, and we've got Halloween coming up very, very soon, and Christmas. We're going to address Christmas a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
About holidays. So since Christmas is coming up, if I were to recommend something, and maybe we can ask the psychic, even though this isn't exactly about the product, if I were to recommend something, I would have you ask the psychic maybe about timing. Maybe you should consider what project to start when based on holidays.
What timing?
Well, yeah, like, do you really want to offer those services right now when you could be doing more listings?
Right.
Or is it better to wait until maybe the new year? What does it feel like? Now, sometimes I know it's better to jump on something right now because the opportunity is there. The energy is there. So which is, that's a good question, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I've been pushing her on the coaching aspect, because as long as she has her virtual assistant helping her out with doing that stuff, listing, and you just need to edit, your coaching part is the part that you need to focus on, because that is more of an hourly basis in package wise. An average coaching packages start around $500.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like a quick sale, but it becomes long-term there, because then people are still asking for your advice, because technically right now you are giving it away for free.
Oh yeah, lots
of it.
So free, and it's just like, and a lot of your stuff is just basically tweaking your bio into coaching. You've already gone to eBay twice. Now you're going to go to Utah. I mean, you're flying. You're going to be, a couple hours here and there that you could start jotting down ideas on how you present yourself. Grant you, it's not going to be the most elaborate stuff, but people are starting to notice. I mean, they're going to be at these events and they're going to click on, it's like, who is Melissa Paz? What is she doing? I mean, right now you just have Melissa Paz as the eBay seller, not the presenter, not this coach, not the social media influencer. No one knows that from you when they look at your site. I mean,
no, it's just the store and a few blogs here and there, but I haven't really positioned myself that way. Probably because I haven't felt that that's where I'm at, the level that I'm at until recently. I do.
Yourself.
I know. I'm getting over it. I mean, considering all of these things that have happened. Yeah.
You've already started networking a little bit. We started the Blab show. Okay.
Yep.
We did that for several reasons. One, we want to help a lot of sellers, and we did. We've reached a lot of people. I've had people contact me after these shows and say, "Hey, you talked about this. Tell me, what does that really mean?" And then
That's awesome.
That's what it's for. But another thing that it's for is to market our products ourselves. For me, it's products. I don't want to offer any services other than the selling groups that I've already offered, and my products, of course. But for you, your business is designed differently. So I kind of agree with your psychic. I think since you've kind of covered that listing aspect of your business, I think maybe it is time to say, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to make my outlines and get on it.
Yeah, I really do have to get on it.
Oh, the bird agrees.
Yeah. There you go. Even the bird is going on it.
Yeah, I know. I really do have to get on it. I really do. It's just that I got to edit these things. But I am going to meet up with my VA tonight. We're going to get on Skype later after the show, and I'm going to train her a little bit more, give her a refresher, give her some more points of stuff that I want her to be covering, because I really want to be able to liberate my time and focus on building the coaching thing. All right, guys, I have to stop for a second, get the crying child, and be right back.
Okay.
All right.
I have poor internet signal.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I'm hearing, but I'm not seeing anyone.
Oh, okay. That happens sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe I should refresh and come back.
Sure. Okay. If anybody else wants to jump in and ask us any questions, if you want Angelique to do a quick reading for you, as long as it's business related, you can come in, jump in, and she'll answer it for you. And, so we just want to have a good time and answer any questions. And we will go into the specific tricks and stuff that we do for marketing around this time of year.
All right, specific
Better?
trick. How do I sound?
Much better now, I think.
Okay, yeah, it was. I think this thing I figured out a little bit on Blab. I didn't hear what you said when I was gone, but I think I have figured out something about Blab. I do a CC cleaner before I start.
Okay.
And that really seems to make it where I don't get that slowdown, even when the signal drops. If you don't do a CC cleaner before you start a Blab, you know, like 20 minutes before or something, the signal drops because I did not do a CC this time.
Oh, okay.
Same thing happened.
Yeah, no, I'm on a Mac and it's my signal is pretty reliable, so I usually don't have too many issues. But if you are on a PC and your signal is bad, then I would definitely do that.
I just mentioned that. I definitely have an exact pattern, so I thought maybe we mentioned it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, maybe it'll help for somebody as well. And I know Chrome is the best browser to use Blab on, but I did hear recently that Firefox is working for it pretty well as well now.
Really?
That's pretty interesting. That's what I heard. Yeah, that's the word. Anybody want to come in? Let me see. We've got Mary on here. We've got Jana. It is recording. That was before I came back on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's okay. Jana, if you're still watching, if you're here, if you want to jump in, feel free. Anybody else wants to come in? But yeah, so let's talk about a little bit of the marketing. So we can cover your groups, Roger, and we can go into other social media tips. And yeah, it's apparently still not working so great for Safari, says at Monette Core, which is David. David, if you want to hop on, if you can, I know you had to go and pick up your family and stuff, but if you want to hop on, feel free.
There's always
a seat is open. But yeah, so, here we go. Okay, awesome.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. How's
it going? Do you see the birdies?
I do. The blue and gold, awesome.
Yeah.
I love blue and golds and scarlets. They're awesome.
Scarlets are really nice. They're really nice. They have a different color bill, beak. It's bone color.
Right. They're very pretty.
And I don't like the bone beak. That's the only difference. I love the black beak. I don't know why.
No African grays for you, huh?
No, I haven't attacked that yet. I've been breeding some parrots, just the little ones, the conures, just to make enough money to pay for their seeds for the year. I breed a couple a year. I take them to a pet store. They always buy them, and then it pays for the feed for all my other birds. So it costs me nothing to raise my birds.
Nice.
I used to have a dwarf macaw many years ago.
Oh, those are very cool. My favorite is one I call Sid, and it is just a plain green parrot. Ordinary as the day is long, not even worth that much money, but that is the most entertaining bird. Wants to talk, doesn't talk very well, but wants to talk all the time and copies everything it hears, and then teaches that to the other parrots. So I'm playing the ching sounds to that bird about an hour every day. Anymore, it'd go insane. But I play ching sounds to that bird about an hour every day, and now all the birds are picking it up.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, dude. He's got a stick.
You don't need the eBay app to ka-ching for you.
Oh, it chings a lot. It chings a lot.
Roger's ka-chings every show. It'll
all the time,
once or twice. At least a few times. Yeah. My sales have been a little slow, I will admit, lately.
Well, your products right now, I can see why they would drop just a little bit because it's just before a holiday season. But you're going to pick up last minute holiday because everyone spends the money to buy the gift they're going to put in the luggage to get it in the plane to take when they're going.
Yeah, so all the people that are going to travel
are going to buy your luggage last minute.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm expecting. So that's what I'm trying to get as much of it listed as possible. The kids' luggage is what usually tends to move the most for me, and the carry-ons and stuff. So I sold one today to the UK.
Awesome. The UK is a great marketplace. I sold a John Deere comforter and sheet set for $100, and I did all right on that one. And I'm shipping that to the UK. Yeah. I've
opened my Amazon UK account, and I'm hoping to be able to buy some of the kids' luggage, buy it wholesale, and then ship it off over there. It's just shipping over there is ridiculously expensive.
You know, on eBay, I opened up my my carpet spot cleaner. I opened that up to Canada, Australia, China, Japan, and the UK, I think. And I actually sold one to Australia. I was worried about shipping it because I shipped it in powder form, and I was worried that it might get flagged at the border. But I thought I'd give it a try. So I actually sold my first one to Australia, and then I just opened up a couple of units on Amazon Canada. So we'll see.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's great. So you're getting ready to really go global with your product. That's awesome.
Yeah, you know, it's tough. I don't know if I'm going to have any issues shipping it or not, but we'll see. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'll do it until it doesn't work.
Just open it and inspect it, right?
Yeah, but you know, because it's shipped in the bottle. Do I have one here? I don't have one here with me. It's shipped in the bottle in powder form. You've seen it, Roger.
Yeah.
Form.
It's not liquid.
Not liquid, but I'm worried that they're going to think that the powder is
something else. But the label should be.
Well,
how
much would it build up if the bottles are on their side? Would it make an X-ray? Would it make a very visible blob of powder, or would you think it would spread itself out inside the shipping container? That makes a difference.
That's an interesting question. Here's a gallon bottle of it, and you can see the powder in the bottom of the gallon bottle. Can you see it?
That would show up on X-ray.
So it would show up on X-ray.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because it's super concentrated. It doesn't take but just a tiny bit of the powder to work.
Yeah, I mean you can see it doesn't even fill all the way up on the. Well, yeah, it just about fills up the bottom of it here.
See, that's what I was wondering, if it was just enough not in there, just small enough amount that even X-ray might miss it, but that's enough it would show.
Yeah. So I'll take a chance with it, and if one gets flagged out of 50, so be it.
Right. Yeah, it's still worth the risk. How about you want to have Angelique do a quick reading for you, see how well it's going to do, how the product is going to do, or something. Go on.
Okay.
This is actually a privilege she's doing this for us, by the way.
I'm sorry?
It's a privilege she's doing this for us.
Yeah, because she's actually really good.
Service.
Yeah. Yeah, she normally does charge like a minimum of $20 for like a short reading.
A link in there.
I've never ever had anything like this done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've had it done.
And I've enjoyed them very much.
Yeah, I asked her to do mine a couple of months ago. We went to a party, and so I asked her to do mine. And I was asking about my business, was it going to grow? Is it going to thrive? And it actually went into a tangent. It went into something about my sister. But it was like, you have to detach yourself from that so that you can focus on your business. And if you stop stressing about your business and stop stressing about money, it'll flow. Mm-hmm. And there's good things that are going to come for you. And that was a little bit before I got told about the eBay 20th anniversary invitation.
Oh, cool.
So that was pretty awesome. And yeah, there was a lot of drama around my sister around that time.
Way too much there.
Way too much.
I got a quick question there. It's like, so are you trying to expand the business with other business partners, like trying to have people like all over the place there, so that way you're not the only one handling it, so it's that way you trust people to like say, hey, you could be represented. I guess I was like sales representatives of things, people that
I'm pretty much exclusive to it, just me. I mean, like Roger actually put it up for a while and tried to sell a few units to see how it would work for him.
Okay, so
but basically it's just me.
Right. But it is you. But like you said, you did have Roger, and you are having people kind of help you out there, because that's what I was like. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people involved there trying to like help you out and grow and give you things. So that's why I was just trying to figure out. It's like, are you actually have the representatives or things of that nature? Because that's the only way it's like really going to grow and be successful there. It's a lot of word of mouth that you're going to be doing there. But just be cautious of letting a lot of your fears about what's going to happen about the product there, if people are going to like do bad things with it. I guess I don't know. It's like I guess you're like having like people might I don't know exactly what your product is, but it's like something like people could either use it for good, for bad, or it's just depends on how they actually use it there. So I'm not sure what it is that you're doing there, but it's kind of like a lot of challenges there, but it's not so much. Do you have like a lot of good description information about it? What when you're selling it?
I do. You know what? It's an all natural carpet and upholstery spot cleaner, and it's all made from all natural minerals. It's non-toxic. It won't hurt kids or pets, and so I'm not worried about anybody doing anything bad with it. It's interesting because I sell it on Amazon, and there's people on eBay who I have no connection with at all, who have it listed for sale, and if they sell it, they're actually going to be buying it from me probably on Amazon and having me drop ship it, but it's not with my knowledge or permission. It's something that some of the sellers, especially some sellers out of the do. They buy things on Amazon. They don't actually buy it and have it sent to them. They advertise to sell it, and then when it sells, they buy it from whoever's selling it on Amazon and have it shipped directly to their customer.
Okay. Yeah. So be aware of that then. That's probably what you're explaining, and what I'm seeing is two different things there, because like I said, it's like it's good for you money wise there, word of mouth wise. It's just going to be like reputation wise. You just got to be really on top of it. Really like take care of that stuff, because people are, it's like, it's one of those like, it's what they do on websites. They just slice it and dice it, and then they become theirs, even though you're not the one selling it, but they're the ones who are seeking there. So that's probably what is coming up there, because like I said, it's like sellers but it's misrepresentation. It's one of those things that just be on top of it. Really have hands on that. So, and just, I know you have like, confidence in what's going on in sales and things like that, but and not to sound like try to be a little bit extra paranoid, but just because right now it just seems like it's a good product, but it's one of those like, hey, I want to take credit for this, and it's not really. So
right.
Yeah, that's definitely buyer beware on the other aspect. Not saying like you, but it's just somebody's going to be trying to take credit for what you're doing, but it's going to be a shitty product. No offense there, that they're going to be trying to sell in with your reputation there. So keep on that. But yeah, it's good. But yeah, keep on top of, all those little posers there. But you're going to have some people that are liking your idea and wanting to make it their own, but it's not going to be the same. And it's like, especially, I guess it's like the trade ban and marketing, the branding aspect of it, try to be as very strict as possible. And if possible, like down the road, actually do copyright or trademark legally there. So that way people are not like taking your idea and using it for their own purposes. I know it's organic and people can mix it, but this is your specific, what do you call it, collaboration, your design mad scientist kind of thing. So, protect it as much as you can from, other people there.
Okay.
Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of does make sense. It's interesting because the product itself actually isn't mine. It's manufactured. My brother has a carpet store, and it was manufactured and put with his label on it. And I started selling it for him, and I actually now buy it directly from the manufacturer and sell it myself, still using my brother's label on it. Mm-hmm. But that's fine. I mean, it's not something that he wanted to get involved with. He wanted it for his store and for his store only. But he didn't want to do online sales. But I'm the one that's, and it's pretty regional product. It was pretty much only sold here in Southern California, and now I've got it going all over the United States, which is good. And I've not ever heard one person say a bad thing about it. Everybody loves it.
The product is awesome.
Right. Yeah.
I've used it. I mean, it is fantastic. I have paid a lot more money for the exact same type of thing, not exact same thing, but similar. And it is.
Question. Does it clean microfiber? Like, I've got a microfiber couch.
Yes.
And it draws everything out. I mean,
it'll work on your it should work on your microfiber. It's pretty much good for any fabric. It's designed for carpet and upholstery. Yeah. But Carolyn Pritchett uses it on quilts and to get spots out of quilts that she's reselling.
I had a big comforter.
Yeah.
A little paste solution, like it says to do. Put it on there for a little bit. Cleaned it off. Fantastic. I mean, it does work. And I don't lightly recommend things, especially cleaning products I sell on eBay. I'm not going to say buy this cleaning product so you can clean up this stuff and sell it online unless it really works. So I
had a customer that just broke a bottle of salad dressing on their carpet, and it was all oily. And they said that they used my product, and there's no sign of it ever being there.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's right.
Nice.
You should add your link to purchase that item.
Yeah, you can add your link if you want people to know where they can buy it.
All right,
And actually, Angelique, you can also, if you want to post the link to your blog or to anything that you want to
at any time
there, any event, you can just post it in there, and,
Okay.
and it'll be available. It'll show up during the replay as well, so that's good.
The replays get seen by lots of people, a lot more
Yeah.
than come on live. So far, we're working on that.
We're working on it, but we've had 33 viewers so far on this show.
Exactly. So that's
So-
pretty good, for a casual show without much.
Yeah. We didn't really promote this as much as we could have, but
I didn't pay any advertising.
we didn't pay for the advertising. It's all word of mouth. We posted it on the Facebook groups and stuff. I don't think I even did a blog about it. I was going to, but I didn't. I did do a couple of periscopes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did do a few periscopes about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I put a link in the side. That's to eBay. I'll put a link to my Facebook store in there too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Both of you guys, this is free advertising space.
Go for it. We don't mind.
I haven't even used it yet, but I use it.
I'll take all the advertising I can get.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
We're all sellers here, especially if this is about selling for the holiday season. And one of the things that you do is if one seller has a product and another seller has a product and they know each other and you know that it's quality, you know that someone's going to buy from them and it's going to get there on time and right.
Yeah.
And you recommend that online.
Yeah.
They'll remember, oh yeah, Key Webco told me to buy from Honeycart, the cleaner, and I was able to clean up a few items and get them sold and made a few dollars. Well, maybe they'll take a few of those dollars and buy something from my store. Exactly.
You never know. You never know.
Rolling it.
Rolling it. All right, so we're going to do a little live marketing that we do for our Halloween products. So I will take
Real
your
quick,
product.
Thank you, Angelique, for the reading. I appreciate
You're welcome. Thank
That
you
was
for your
awesome.
time.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this link, and I'm going to do a little promo for you. Okay, so I'm going to grab the carpet cleaner here, and I am going to pin it and tweet it while I'm at it. So let me see. What board shall I put this onto?
Tweet link or pin link or something in there.
Yeah, I'll put the pin link as soon as I... Okay, so I'm going to put it in the DIY board that I've got on Twitter. And then see it now, and then I will give you the pin link.
Awesome.
And so now it has been pinned.
Cool.
And you know what? I'm going to add it to Buffer.
Go for it.
Buffer, if you do not use Buffer and you want to market your items or you want to market your services or your blog or whatever it is that you want to market, I definitely recommend getting a Buffer account. It is free. You can upgrade if you need to, but it allows you to send and schedule items to go out to Twitter, Facebook, and it can be a Facebook business page. It doesn't have to be your personal page. You can choose which one you want. To your LinkedIn account and your Google+. If you upgrade to the paid version, you get access to Pinterest as well. So you can schedule things to go out.
I don't use the Pinterest part of that.
No, I downgraded to the free version because I use Pinterest anyway on the other end. And I'm going to
mention the Pinterest app.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot who is that?
The collage one. Yeah.
That called
Promote pictures.
Promote pictures.
Promote pictures. Yes, that's the other one I wanted to go into.
Oh well, I'm trying to get in now. Sorry.
Yeah, put the links in. Put the links into Buffer and to Promote Pictures. Because they're awesome. All right.
So I've only been using Promote Pictures for Twitter. I haven't tried it for Pinterest yet.
Yeah, I've got the Twitter one.
It works pretty good. You know what? I'm going to actually go to the site and grab the link because I'm not sure that's going to work.
Okay. All right. So I've pinned it and I've added it to Buffer. And this is what I do with my items. I will literally, if I'm in eBay, I will add them to the appropriate collection. Now, if you're not familiar with collections on eBay, As a seller, they are amazing tools for you to use because they're kind of like, well, I guess most people are familiar with Pinterest and having boards that you can theme for something specific. So eBay Collections allows you to do the same thing. For example, I have a collection for bedding, or I have a collection for toys. I have a collection for luggage sets, for swimwear, for shoes, handbags, etc. And what it does is it gives you free marketing. Collections will show up in search, and when people are browsing on eBay, they will search on the side. They'll show up on the side. So if your items are showcased there, you know, I know that I'm getting hits from the collections. eBay will send you an email telling you which collections got the most clicks and views, and which of your items have been added to collections. Like I know that there's one of my rolling luggage pieces that has been added to like 4 or 5 collections, according to eBay. So that's the one thing that I'll do is I'll put them into the collections. Then I will put them into Pinterest, into the appropriate board on Pinterest. You know, I've got a Halloween one. I've got a Christmas one. I've got a Christmas in July one. I've got a St. Patrick's, spring or Easter themed, Valentine's, 4th of July, Thanksgiving. So, you know, every single holiday you can have a specific board in it. You put in your items, and not just your items, other people's items, tips or decorating ideas for that particular holiday. So just make it social. You don't want to bombard people with buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Make it look more organic. It's like, okay, so 4th of July, well, it's a Halloween one, right? So you put in costumes, whatever costumes you have, but you'll also pin, I don't know, pumpkin carving stencil designs. Yes, sweetheart. Yes,
you know, guides. You can use guides too.
Guides, yeah.
Guides. People underutilize guides.
I just started. Just made one just the other day. I don't even know what I called it now, but I made one just the other day, and I'm going to do those kind of like I do blogs. I do about one a week. I'm going to do a guide a week. Yeah,
that's a good idea. They bring in a lot of traffic.
They do.
I did one for shoes. How to buy. Yeah, I did one for how to buy custom shoes on eBay to market the shoes. I did that a few months back, and they're really nice because they're
one I read that made me think, hey, you know, maybe I'll write a guide again.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah.
I read that. I said, you know, that's pretty sharp. Maybe I'll do one. And then about 2 months later,
that's cool.
Showed up on my schedule to do.
There you go. See, Gladys uses mine as the example when she's teaching other people how to do. Yeah, and you know what's really funny though is that that's my first ever and only.
Very good.
It's my only. I've only ever done that one.
I redid an old guide I had. I had a guide on how to choose a book, how to take care of books. Well, when I first set up the guide, I used a picture that I just kind of found, and I didn't know that you could actually delete it and change it. I thought once you published, it was published.
Oh,
and
yeah, you can.
That's how stupid I was when I started all this. Okay.
Oh my God! Come on.
And it's not stupid. I just didn't know because I never did it before. So it had this horrible picture that I put on there. It had nothing to do with my guide, and sat that way for almost 3 years. It was the very first one I did, or the second one, and just sat there in my store. Even with that horrible picture, I got a lot of views from that. It's the tagging that makes the difference.
Yeah.
Tag guides, tag everything you can on eBay.
Yeah. You know what? Because I was thinking, you know, it would be so nice if eBay stores had a blog feature to it. You know, if I could just blog directly on my eBay store, that would be amazing. But we don't. But we can make guides.
Yes.
And you can make your guide like your blog.
I kind of see a pattern here. eBay is kind of they took away the HTML in the descriptions. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That really gave me bad nightmares because, you know, I use my description to be recognized because I have thousands of items.
Yeah, the branding.
My little dragons in that description, they buy right off. They know there's no drama. Okay, they know who I am. Well, I've lost that, so they have to look at my store. But the other way that you kind of get that bit of marketing is in that profile page that you have. What is that used to be called? It wasn't always called a profile page. It was called.
It was About Me. Is it the About Me page?
Exactly. That's before me. But now I call it the profile page, and it's got your feedback on there. It's got your collections, and it's got your guides at the bottom. You've got videos on your collections now from eBay. I wonder how long. And
I haven't done those.
I got them.
So how does? Well, I haven't worked on them. So
I threw videos of my collections, and boom, 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 boom. Numbers are going up already because I shared.
How did you do that? So walk me through that.
Open your collection right now and hit edit. See where the picture is. If it says edit, the picture. See if it has an option to put a picture with your collection.
All right. Hold on, let me see.
Should be able to do it pretty soon if you don't have it yet.
Okay, all right. So I'm going into one of my luggage collections, edit collection, add an image or video. Oh,
Bingo.
get the hell out of here. Dang. Okay, so you see, I have to make video.
You get the ULR from your video and slap it in there. And then when you open somebody's collection, the only thing I don't like about eBay's collection videos so far is when you first open it up, it's not square and shaped like the collection. So the image that you see is a little bit of distorted look.
Fresh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But once you click it, your video pops up. Mine has my instructional video about who Key Webco is. Same thing that's on my Facebook page. I'm going to put a Christmas video on my Christmas collections, etc., etc. So you need to take advantage of that video because.
So this is an inline spot for a video for like a description of that collection or
exactly or what products are in the collection. There are awesome uses for that.
So can we put in
holiday video?
That's awesome. Can we put in a URL or do we have to upload a video?
No, you can. I believe it's all URL. I used a YouTube one. I don't know what else.
That's what I was going to ask. Stop taking the photos of my boa.
It's not an embed. It's not an embed. You use the URL.
No,
the actual URL.
ULR from YouTube. Slap it in there and it plays. You can get those done really cheap. The more you spend, the better video you get. My long one, $10. I got it on Fiverr 3 years ago, and I'm still cranking it out.
Stop.
Some of my little ad videos I bought on Fiverr for $5, and they get huge views. I've even used some for advertising. I used an advertising campaign that I paid $600 for, and it got me thousands and thousands of views. And it was horrible.
Wow.
It was 2 dragons breathing fire at my logo. It's a ripoff from one of the energy drink video things.
Oh my god.
Horrible video, just as tacky as the day is long. But I love every moment of it. I had it slapped all over the place because people liked it. It was not, even though it was tacky, it was flashy. It had dragons, it had fire, it had my logo, and that was it.
I love comedy. That's why. They love it.
I just posted a link in the sidebar to eBay's instructions for doing a video.
Oh, okay.
And in it, it talks about uploading a custom thumbnail to the video. So
is that what I need to do?
Okay.
So
the image looks better.
Kind of weird just sitting there before you play the video. Uploading you can check out that link when you get a chance. And
I definitely would do that because I'm going to market the HELL out of these collections with the videos on top. Because I market collections all the time. Google loves my collections. I send them there, I get views every time. And with the video,
everyone loves video.
They do. Yeah, I've been meaning to get to that as well. To I might just have to go onto Fiverr. I was hoping that my friend Audrey could spend some time, but I don't know. She's distracted with other things, so she barely has time to do stuff for me.
If it's just a cheap little product, I call it cheap little product. Doesn't matter if it's a cheap product. If it's just a product that doesn't have a lot of investment, don't invest a lot of money in video.
Yeah, right.
Spend $5 on Fiverr, get some little basic animation. Hey, this is cute. Show the little item exploding or whatever, if it's a toy or whatever. Crank that out on social media with small little ads for here and there. Do a test. Now, if that little small ad gets that product to start taking off, then you jump on it. That's what I did. I used to spend huge amounts of money trying to market large volumes of product that now I'm still selling some off years later. I've learned that what you do, like the holiday season, Halloween that's coming up, I bought in clearance last year every single holiday light that was unusual. Things like my little Dracula hanging over here in the back, which that by the way is not because I used it. I don't sell you, but not much. But things like that, I paid $4 for that, by the way, clearance last year. I can find to make a big chunk of pennies. So when you're going to plan for the holidays, if you're planning right now to go out and buy stuff, you can even look at things as demand drop a lot. If you really want to talk about the holidays, you talk about when it's in the clearance spot.
Right.
You get it for 75, 90% off. I bought a bunch of Christmas lights for 90% off. I paid like 35, 45 cents for them. I sold them for $10 a piece, which was less than everybody else.
You know, I have a hard time finding things on the clearance like that during the holidays over here in Orlando. Like, it feels like the stores kind of take everything away the day of the holiday.
Midwest.
And I'm like, because that's what I would expect. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's the day after Christmas or it's a couple of days after Christmas. Everything is on 75, 90% off. No, everything is gone. I think they just recycle it.
No, it's on your side of town, dearie.
Is it? Is it my side of town?
Yeah. See, I live out in the country. There's no stores around me. The closest one's like 15 minutes away. I go 45 miles away to go the bad side of town, where I have been going for years and years and years and spending a huge amount of money, probably more money than all the rest of the customers put together, okay, in a very bad part of town. Those customers make sure I make it to my car in that bad part of town, but I get clearance items on things that are not necessary, that online sell very well, because neighborhoods need those items that people in the bad part of town can't afford. So these stores that are scrimping by in this bad area get the same products that they ship everywhere else. So they love me to death because I come in there, even though I'm buying this stuff 50% off, 75% off, it's not sitting there dead on the trees. I come in like toaster ovens, dead product. No one buys toaster ovens anymore. But they had like 20 of them. I went in, I bought all of them for $10 a piece.
Sweet.
I'm online. I only made $10 profit on each one because of the shipping. They were all sold in about 15 days, 20 days.
Nice.
They love it. I love it. But you have to go and build a relationship at the store that you're going to source. They will tell you when things are going to be on clearance. Like we were talking about, this is a holiday show about Halloween. I have already got the date when everything that is in the store at 4 different stores is going to be marked down for liquidate. You think I'm going to buy a thing until that day? Heck no.
No, and then you'll just load up on it and save it for next year.
Exactly. Put it in a box, put a date on it to be listed by. And my date to be listed by is always 2 months before demand even starts. That way Google can index it. I have time if I'm behind schedule to make sure it's online. And then I can also see
when you see the grocery store starting to put up Halloween stuff, it's time.
Exactly. When that store has Halloween stuff up, my stuff has been on eBay normally for about 2 or 3 weeks before. Not enough time to be completely indexed and really available. I haven't marketed it. It's not attached to any advertising yet, but it's there. And I set the price for that product sometimes because I carry volume. You know, if you have rubber masks that you're getting for $1 a piece and you're selling them for $10, which is quite common. They go to a deal store or whatever, they buy them and they sell them. Mine aren't going to be $10. Mine are going to be $8.99, $7.99, $5.99 if I have thousands of them. But mine are going to be there before you try to put yours there for $10. They're going to be priced at $8.99. If I see a whole bunch of $10 start to move and mine are selling good, then I'll bump mine up to the same price and we'll build that product value up on eBay. We're going to make that product worth something. But if it's a bunch of CRAP that you're moving, it's not really worth much. But people want it, and it's a good enough product to be worth $7 or $8 with free shipping, not $10, $12, $14 like some try to pull. Well, then, go for it.
Yeah, you need to find out what the market will bear.
Exactly. A lot of people think, okay, this is really expensive. This is a big 5-foot statue that's going to cost me $75 to ship of Dracula squirting blood out of his teeth. Okay. They'll spend $30 to buy it with no clearance because they know that they saw one for $100 online that few people have bought. Nobody is going to sell out of those items at $30 or $40 at the store before the holiday season has completed. Now, shortly thereafter, the sales begin. If it gets marked down 25%, but if it gets marked down 25% and it's still sitting there, you let it sit. If you lose it, you lose it. Big deal. But the next time you go in there, it's going to be 50 or 75%. If you have a relationship with the store and you tell them, I really like that vampire statue, could you make sure that you have about 10 of those? And I guarantee I'll buy at least 3 or 4. And they'll say, sure, I'll order 10 of them. And if that way they move, you've got them. And if not, you'll be buying them in clearance from me. I don't have to worry about them sitting on my shelf. Mm-hmm. That is what sourcing is. People think sourcing is going out and buying a product cheap and selling it. Well, yeah, that's part of it. But it's about building a relationship where you get those products. It's about knowing what the trends are. It's about testing it online. Is this vampire mask going to sell? Is this other vampire mask going to sell? Now, which one do I really carry? They cost me the same. So you do test markets. That's all, to me, sourcing in one package. I think people like to divide. I'm doing this to get this, and they don't realize it's all one thing. You're doing sourcing. You're going shopping to buy something so you can list it, so you can market it. All of that is sourcing.
Right.
The sourcing when you're at the store with other customers. You really like this product? I was going to buy like 20 of these in clearance. Do you think this will sell? People will go, I don't know, let's look at it. They'll tell you the truth. A lot of times they will. Some people won't, but I have avoided products by asking customers, helping them pick things off the bottom shelf or telling where things is and say, oh, you know what? I was going to buy like 10 or 20 of these. What do you think? And I have avoided spending hundreds of dollars on things that wouldn't move. And I've checked it out later and they've been correct. So, that's all sourcing.
Sure. Hey, listen, you guys, I'm going to bail out of here and make room for somebody else that wants to get a reading.
Yeah.
We need to
get let's put Angela to work.
Yeah.
But thank you for having me on. I always love being on with you guys.
Oh, we love having you, man.
See you later.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, take care, man. Bye. Yeah. So, Roger, let's talk a bit more about marketing items. We covered, oh my God, I really wish I had managed to get a babysitter for today.
No, it's all right. It's just a fun Halloween show.
I know.
Or it makes it quit on time.
I know. What is it, baby? You did put on your shoes. Good job. He put them on by himself.
Do they have Velcro or real lace?
Yeah. No, they're Velcro, but he normally never puts on his shoes. He normally makes us do it, or he'll put them on the wrong foot or whatever.
Awesome.
So he did it himself. So he did a good job.
That's
but yeah, so Angelique, do you still have more time, or are you on?
No, I have to bounce because I do have to run to another event. So
okay.
I'm very honored. Awesome. Thank you for having me on there.
It was great, and we need to have you back if you have the time. I would love to do this we'll do one more instead of Halloween where you're on. We'll do one about you. Let's
let's do it. It'll be fun.
It will be a blast. All right, have fun, guys.
All right, girl. I'll talk to you soon. I gotta give you your birthday present.
No problem. Bye.
It's in my car. All right, bye, girl. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So I'm working so hard editing these listings. I got to train my girls so that I'm not spending time editing my own listings. Really should I have to blog. I need to blog. I need to be on Blab. I need to be on Periscope. I need to.
Marketing is majorly important for you at this time.
My marketing, yeah.
Your career online, big time.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to, I have to handle the marketing of the items because I can't let her get on my Facebook. Facebook won't let me, and I have to market myself as a coach and as a speaker. So all of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. And I know that, I'm going to go to this conference and I'm pretty sure something else is going to come up because of it.
I agree. Every time you go somewhere, you're going to make contact. It's going to change everything.
Exactly.
I have never been to. Now I'm going to the Ecom Lab.
Yeah.
Chicago. 2 days. And I'm sure when I'm there, I'm going to end up biting the bullet and getting on Amazon again. Really, I said I would.
I know.
When I say something, I really, really mean it. A lot of people say things flippantly. I do that a little bit. When I say I'm never going to do something, I really mean it.
Yeah.
However, I'm ordering that camera tomorrow.
Wait.
Very sweet. So I'm going to go to this conference and hopefully I can learn a little bit about drop shipping to do on Amazon. I would like to have Dragon products on eBay that I can not drop ship. Those wholesale.
Roger, we got to talk about something an opportunity that just came up. It just got in my email the other day. And now that you mentioned the dragons, I don't know why, but it popped up in my head. And it's on Amazon, but Amazon just opened up a pilot program for custom items where you don't have to send in the product. You're basically giving the buyer the choices of words or phrases or images or what they want on it. And it's not limited to clothing. Of course, it's awesome that it is clothing, so I can start my own T-shirt line if I wanted. But they have
Dragon T-shirts and all.
Yes, that's why I was like, something like that, something like Teespring.
That's what I need. I need that.
But you could do like Dragon T-shirts or Dragon knickknacks or Dragon. They even do like iPhone covers, ornaments. I'm just saying, it's not just limited to clothing. They have all different kinds of items that you can personalize. So I'm going to actually start looking into that because I would like for my husband to be more involved in the business. And he's always collecting like T-shirts with funny stuff or nerdy stuff, like superhero T-shirts that he likes.
That's a perfect niche. Instead of just opening a T-shirt store, because those are a dime a dozen online.
Yeah.
A T-shirt store that, hey, you want to joke and laugh and have a blast, and have a really good logo with some crazy face on it.
Yeah.
Market the HELL out of that.
Exactly. So that's why I'm kind of like, okay, I just got this. Do you know if the Amazon platform will be wholesale price for retail sales? Well, I literally just got the email a little while ago, so I haven't been able to go through it yet. So I'm not sure on all the details. I do know that, you'll be able to create the items and then the buyer will buy them from you and then you place the order with Amazon. So I'm assuming that, yes.
The design.
I'm sorry?
Custom created design.
You can upload your own designs. From what I understand, you can create your own designs.
That's the trick.
And that's the trick. So that's where
go to a graphic artist, get the real work, something that when they see it, going to jump out of that computer screen and say, hey, I've never seen that before. And that is so cool.
Exactly.
These are going to cost a bunch of money.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do and take a look at that because I want to keep expanding. And, I've always kind of wanted my own line.
I'm definitely interested in that. We'll take a look at that.
Yeah. So I just got the email. Yes, but for physical products, exactly. And I like the fact that I wouldn't have to be buying product. It's more just the creative aspect of creating the listing and marketing it.
But see, that's a completely new thing to me. I have never sold anything except that one carpet cleaner listing I tried to do for a short time of David's that was just on. I only did that. It's the only thing that I've ever even tried that was drop shipping, but that's not really drop shipping. That's my friend.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. But I've got the drop shipping thing Like I'm more comfortable with drop shipping now. And I mean, it's Amazon, so I wouldn't have to worry about the customer service aspect, like Amazon will handle that, but I would definitely like
something I can push off, not care.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be work involved and all that stuff, but I mean, I want to be able to do it so like my husband can choose the designs and he focus on that, you know what I mean? Or maybe I'll get my sister and my best friend who they're both artists involved and be like, hey girls, design whatever you want and we'll slap it on a few handbags.
Original matters. By the way, I noticed that luggage that you posted in our selling groups today. If Mary's on, maybe she put the link for the selling groups in there. But I noticed that I call it loud.
They are loud.
I'm old. But the loud luggage that you put in there, that is going to sell like hotcakes. The younger people will love that. I have not seen that pattern all over the place.
Oh, it's actually from a famous artist called Romero Brito. He's more known here in Miami and in Florida and stuff like that, and in Brazil. Yes, a lot of stuff from Brazil. But Hayes, the company that I represent, they have exclusive rights to it. You'll see knockoffs, but these are the originals. They're super good quality.
But the knockoffs don't even stand close to this. I saw that it popped out of the page. Whenever I see an image and it pops out of the page, either by the quality of the image, which is what I need to improve, or by what is it? What am I looking at? Either of those things, when they jump out of the page on me and I look at it, I know that's a click. That is my guide to know what's going to sell.
Yeah.
And
they're gorgeous.
One of those units that match that luggage that you're selling, every single one of those popped out of the page of me. That's an awesome item. You need to carry a lot more of that.
Yeah, I carry the whole line. So I've actually finally gotten around to listing them. And so I started marketing them yesterday because I was like, I want the handbag, that tote bag to go out, the matching luggage, the toiletry case, all of that, because they are amazing presents that people will be wanting to give to people, for their moms, for their sisters, for their wives, because they're high quality. They're priced at a point where they're still affordable. You know what I mean? They're not like extravagantly priced, but they're not like cheap, $25.
Price. The happy price is I could go buy this much cheaper somewhere else, but it wouldn't be the same quality or the same brand.
Right.
That's what I deal with. That's my customers. They want to save money. They might not get the best one, but they'll get the reward. Then you get the people that are like, oh, I want the best. And that's what you got.
Yes, you can go outside.
But then they look at it and they say, well, that's a little pricey, but it makes me happy. And that's the happy price.
Exactly.
The happy price. I've seen higher and I've seen lower price. The lower price than you, though, I didn't really trust the seller.
No, yeah. The knockoffs, you'll see that the prints don't match up, that the seams don't match up.
Where the latches are, that on your luggage, I noticed those latches, the pattern, if it's on the luggage and it goes over the seam to the other side, those lines that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm very happy that I got. Yeah, exactly. No, and they're bringing a lot of views, a lot of attention. And I'm really, really dying, Roger. I'm gonna cave. I'm gonna get Shopify. I'm gonna cave.
Yeah, I looked at it again.
On social.
Yeah, I really do like it. I want that Pinterest thing.
I want the Pinterest thing and I want the Instagram thing. I want the Instagram thing so bad because I don't Instagram my items because it's a lot of work for me to go and take the picture off eBay, put the description in, and then there's no link. There's no way for people to buy from it. There's a website. What we're talking about is the buy button on Pinterest that just came out, and only large corporations are approved. But if you have a Shopify store, if you pin your item from your Shopify store, then you'll get the buy button on Pinterest. So that's how people shop on Pinterest.
People with Pinterest buy buttons. I had no idea why. It's because they sell on Shopify. And me, that's major drama with all my numbers.
Yeah, but Shopify is supposed to connect with your inventory. I don't know how well it integrates. I don't know. But because my stuff is drop shipping, well, with Instagram, yes, it only does show up on Apple devices right now because the majority of Pinterest people are on Apple devices. Pinterest users are mainly on Apple. Now, with Instagram, it's a little different. There's this service or this website called Spreezy. Hold on, I'll put it in here. That you can use it without Shopify. You can create your listings on it, and you have a virtual store, and it's integrated with Instagram, so you can post your items from Spreezy to Instagram, and people can shop directly there.
Purchase directly.
They can buy it. Yeah, they can buy it there. They can send. They can put in there's something that they put in. I can't remember what it is now, like their email or something, and they buy it there.
Kind of drama.
Or they could, yeah, it's not too complicated. Hold on, let me pull it up and I'll tell you. But with Shopify, it's integrated with Spreezy, and then so anything that you have on anything that you have on your Shopify gets posted to Instagram and to Facebook as well. So basically, what, Kali? So how it works? What? This is your juice, and you're not drinking it. You want to put on shoes? Go get your shoes. So they can put it. Yeah, exactly. They comment with their email address, and then they get a secure checkout link.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy enough.
Yeah, it's really easy to use, actually.
I'm going to just look at the logistics of Shopify because I have this inventory terrifies me. I ditched Bonanza, and I turned a profit on Bonanza and ditched it. Now that is not smart. I do not like this turning me a profit.
I know, me neither. But it was causing me too much hassle.
Every day I had for 2 weeks, almost every day I had a Bonanza sale. No real notification. I'd have to go look up the inventory on eBay, which is just good practice anyway, which I was doing. But the problem was if it was a single item, it always disappeared.
Yeah,
it's such a pain. Item, it would disappear sometimes and then reappear on eBay with all of the items that I listed originally.
Yeah.
I had one item that it could have cost me 375 defects if someone bought my dictionaries all at once. It was an old dictionary listing that I had. Not the new one that I have that's still running. But it was an old one that got relisted somehow when I was doing this Bonanza.
Oh my God.
Thing was. Oh no. And I did get a notification. I got a double listing notification, of course, by eBay because it's the same thing that I'm selling now, but last year's model.
She's put it on her shoes. Graphic on it. Yeah, no. I had items that had already been sold, and then they would show up on Bonanza after I had already sold them. I had items that the pricing was way off. I don't even know what happened.
Was it lower? It probably took.
It was way lower. It was a swimsuit. And it was listed for the single, like just the bottom price of the bikini. And that was probably a mistake on my virtual assistant side on Amazon because she listed the swimsuits over there. Nice. But whatever, I ended up losing quite a chunk of money because this person thought that they were buying the whole swimsuit instead of just like the top or just the bottom.
And then you can get defects, and that makes you lose even more money. On. See, that's why I had to ditch Bonanza. Shopify is going to make Bonanza's drama look like child play. I'm almost sure of it.
You think?
Anything that complex and integrated into so many social networks.
I'm worried that there's going to be a lot of glitches. Roger, I'm going to continue the blab, but I'm going to do it from my phone. Because the kids want me to go outside.
Mary's coming on.
Awesome. So what I'm gonna jump off. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off, but then I'll just jump back in from the app.
Okay, awesome.
Let me see if I can double. Well, if my blab app decides to work. All right, I will try and be back in a couple of minutes. Yeah,
you should be able to comment.
I'll try and join in a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay, awesome.
Right.
Mary, how's it going?
Good.
This is a shirt that I took and puffed the sleeves up. that pirate costume I bought today, that, by the way, I happened to see that I have one online for sale.
I was just going to say, I thought you pulled it from your inventory.
No, I went to the store and I bought one, and I have one for sale online. After I get off the show, I am ending that one that I have for sale online because it's a piece of shit. I am not sending this to a customer. So I am ending my pirate costume online. So if you're watching right now and looking at my store, you better buy it quick because I'm going to end it right after the show because it's junk. I wouldn't buy it. No, I bought it. I paid $10. For me, that's a lot because I don't ever buy anything full price. And I took it out of the package. It had a pair of pants that were not really pants. It looked like nylon fibers that they just kind of ran under some sort of press machine to sew them together. No elastic in the waistband, drawstring that's a piece of fabric that's all rolled up. It looks like when you're buying the product that it comes with a shirt. No shirt, just some real cruddy vest made out of polyester.
On the package, it looked like it was everything.
It sure did.
Read the fine print.
Exactly. And my listing tells exactly what's in it.
Yeah.
But I was charging, I think I'm charging the same price that was on the package because I probably got it for $1 in clearance. But I am not sending this to one of my customers.
No.
Not after I paid $10 today. And one of my buyers could have bought this. Now, they would have probably been happy because they know what to expect.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. But I'm not going to take a chance because I was unhappy with it. No shirt. Now, how are you supposed to just wear a vest and a pair of pants that are already torn, by the way? So that's a product that I will no longer carry.
No.
No. So, yeah, and then I was working in the fields today, by the way.
Yep.
Fun. Not stretching wire.
In the mud.
Yeah. I had the bird, which I'm sure you were watching. You saw the bird. Bird looks terrible. He's pulling his feathers again. It's that time of year.
Ours doesn't really, well, ours is not a macabre, but ours doesn't do that at all. I mean,
well, some do, some don't. It's
he loses feathers, but he doesn't pull them out or have that issue at all.
Well, this one does it every year. He does it same time about every year. He pulls them all out, and then they all grow back in, and then he's all happy. And then it's always about when the other birds go into mating.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm going to get redressed. Let me pull all my feathers out. And then the eggs hatch, and he's like, well, why did I do that? Because there's only one macaw in there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm outside in the backyard.
Now, you're using your cell phone to do this? Is it
I am on my phone.
But that's because the Apple phone's got a Blab app, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we got a Blab.
Dang, I'm going to have to buy my phone then.
Yeah, on the Android.
The actual. Yeah, in the Android, you have to go through the website. You can still use it on your phone and stuff, but you got to go.
What, the browser on your Android, it'll work?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that changes a lot of things because I don't like to have to sit in front of the laptop or PC. I'm always mobile. If I can have a phone in one hand and another phone in another hand, I'm ready to work.
Yeah. So I'm actually hold on. I'm pushing the kids in their swing.
Oh, that's cool. You know what? Now that we're mobile, we're gonna have to go. We go sourcing sometime when I go shopping.
That would be fun. Yeah, we could do a virtual sourcing.
I would make everyone's eyes pop out. I'll tell you. Shopping with me is actually fun. I'm almost tempted to charge for it. People have asked to pay to go with me, and I'm actually not very social except for when I'm out working. And I've been tempted to, because a couple of them have been on the phone with me when I've been shopping, and they hear me talking to my mom or somebody in the store, and they're like, "Did I just hear that cashier give you another 25% off?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it does that every day." And they're like, "I got to go shopping with you," and I say, "Oh, I don't do that." But what I should do is to link to my website, pay me $50 because I'll probably make you a profit of a few thousand.
Right.
I had to think about that.
See, I would love it if we could shop together, Roger, because we would make a.
We'd have a blast. Actually, I'd like to get married and go shopping too. I'm ready to go in the trip.
That'd be awesome.
So, you know, the dishes, the good quality dishes and stuff behind this hideous curtain back here is full of the dishes. And I'm going to go into that department so I can build up the TSU group with my items too.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do that starting after the new year. I said that last year, but this year I'm set up to accomplish it. So I would like to go with Mary because I have seen her. She takes pictures when she goes shopping. Normally she's taking pictures of stuff that I know about. To ask her, hey, is this really worth my time or not? And I'm always asking her, hey, I bought this. What on earth is this?
Yes, after.
After I bought it.
And then it's like, oh, too late.
Hey,
but I would like to.
Roger, did you get yourself a camera? Have you played with the photography software yet?
No, I'm buying the camera tomorrow. You know, you do realize I've had to buy propane. I'm gonna have to go to Chicago.
To buy
I just the software, and I have to buy a camera, and I have to finish paying my sales tax, by the way. And what else is there? I have a really long list. Oh, I buy hay, you know. So I just laid out like, I mean, my name for this week alone is like thousands of dollars. So no, I am just going to buy that camera tomorrow.
Melissa lost her video.
Yeah.
Her Wi-Fi must not be great outside.
Actually, I have poor internet signal too.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I checked something on Facebook. I got a notification, and so it takes the camera off. But I can still hear you guys, though. The audio is still on.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to write down that I need to buy an iPhone because I need to be able to be mobile if I need to do these. I could do a lot more.
No, I'm sure they're going to come out with an app for Android, too.
They
Apple
will. They really will.
Because I am much more productive when I am moving around. I do many things at one time. Sitting in front of a box, I'm getting one thing done at a time. Oh, they have one device on. This one, I'm not even turned on now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm asleep.
Like I can do more if I'm on my desktop because I can have multiple screens open, multiple tabs, multiple programs, software. Because with the drop shipping, like I need there's spreadsheets that I have to refer to get the pricing. And
you like have one on one side, go back and forth, copy paste.
Yeah, so I got to go back and forth, and you know, it's how I check to make sure that my stuff is accurate and all that good stuff. Then and if I can have music on, then I can get a lot done. If I'm mobile, again, it just depends, you know, like if the kids let me, yeah. If they don't, then
see, when they get older, you give them their phones and you say, "Oh, go scan like mommy showed you." Go scan that barcode.
As they get older,
how much is worth?
Right now, I give them their phone. I give them my phone, or I give them an iPad, and they get entertained, and they'll leave me alone for a little while.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll do that. It sometimes feels like terrible parenting, but in the end, I mean, my work is what pays for them to do stuff, right?
Exactly.
So,
there's something I wanted to mention about the Amazon thing you guys were talking about. Is that I don't know if either of you had read Marnie's blog that she wrote, because she was going to do the handmade, and then she realized after she set it all up, and she was reading and researching more about it because she just kind of had a bad vibe about it, and when she read the real fine print, you know, it's everything which a lot of people know that do the regular retail stuff, is that number one, Amazon can decide that they're going to outsell you, basically, you know, take your product and sell it themselves. But like with the handmade, and probably with this new thing that's going to be like Cafe Press or Zazzle, where you create your own items, if you have a custom logo or image you're using, most times, like with the handmade thing, part of the agreement of selling on Amazon is that you give Amazon the rights to do anything they want with it, and they can resell it, and they then own it.
Nope,
so
not doing that.
That's a big concern, and she pulled out. She said, "No, I'm not going to do that."
I have to copyright everything that I do.
And I guess she said Amazon even kind of went after her a little bit and was like, because they have people trolling the internet looking for bad press. So she was telling her story of what she experienced. And it was mostly fact. She went and said that they sent her emails and all this, information, but in the end, she did copy and paste the actual verbatim what the terms of service was regarding that particular part of it. And she's like, what artist is going to go give away their rights to their designs? Who wants to do that? Because that means then it's not your own. You can't do anything with it.
I'm not going to do it.
Sorry, guys. My husband.
But even if I were to pay licensing on a product that I was going to market and put my store name on it, my store name is going to be on every product that I manufacture in any way, even if I have someone else do it. I'm not going to sign over any control.
Yeah, well, that's just it. With Amazon, with that, like with Handmade, and I'm guessing it's going to be the same with this other thing.
Sure it will, because
it'll probably be part of it that you give them the rights to use it themselves even and sell it themselves by Amazon, because that's what Amazon does.
Yeah, they do.
Part of their model.
Which I really wish they wouldn't, but
see. Bad taste.
For someone who's a designer or a graphic artist or whatever, and they're going to create their own, that would be a concern.
Well, see, and actually, it's a concern for me because once I attach any kind of imagery with myself,
Yeah.
So, I don't want a bunch of keywords running around somewhere else.
I'll look into it, but I'm not super concerned because I'm not an artist, so my artwork isn't really going to be like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, the purpose for the product for me would be different than the purpose for the product for you. I would be selling dragons because of my logo and store.
Yeah, that's branding. That's different. That's
branding.
Exactly.
So the purpose
I would want
matter.
some branding. I mean, I would probably want to do some of the stuff with the owls, with the suitcase, and
But in doing that, you're giving them. Probably it'll be the similar terms of service. You're giving them the rights to do whatever they want with it, and once you give it to them, they own it.
Yeah.
So I gotta look into that because it just depends. Certain things I won't care. Like if I'm
exactly.
If I'm
like a phrase on a T-shirt,
Yeah, T-shirt, I don't care.
Just has a funny saying on it.
Yeah.
Or it's nerd related or related to another like what if I decide to do something that's Game of Thrones or Harry Potter or any Hunger Games or any nerd geekdom fandom, whatever. Like I don't really own those characters. I don't really own any of that anyway.
No.
So as long as I'm not copyright infringement, Amazon will do whatever they want. But I usually only do that if you have an item that is selling in high volume.
Yeah, true. But they run the risk that they decide for their own purposes.
Exactly. But I'll test it out, you know what I mean? And I definitely want to have my husband involved.
Just whoever's interested, don't just get, swept up in the, oh boy, this is exciting. Read all the fine print before you put anything up.
Just like with anything business related, you can't just sure you know what you're doing, which is kind of one of the things that I'm worried about with Shopify. I'm like, okay, how well is the inventory really going to integrate if they have the items listed on Shopify, but they're also listed on my eBay and they're going to go out to Pinterest and Twitter and Instagram? How is all of that, is it going to do it automatically, or am I going to have to be buying a different program, subscribing to a different service to make sure that it works?
Well, I think even if you do subscribe to a service, I don't think any of that system is going to work automatically without problems.
No, anytime you're trying to sync more than one system together, if it's not owned by the same people, and even if it is, it'll probably still have some hiccups. But when you got two, that are totally separate entities, there's always going to be sync issues, and there's going to be delays in syncing and glitches and.
Yeah,
that's where you're best off doing one separate thing, one place, and something, keeping them separate.
Right. But that's also the hassle, though. It's like if I were to go through the hassle and tell my assistant, hey, list every single item that I have on eBay, list them all on Spreezy, for example, so that it's not going through Shopify. It's a lot of extra work, and she would still have to, you know, if I don't automate it, then I'm still paying her to spend part of her day going through manually and checking those sites.
That's not money well spent.
The syncing doesn't always mesh up because it doesn't always carry over everything you want it to. Because sometimes it could be that it screws up the shipping. Sometimes it could be anything that it doesn't throw in the category in the right place. You know, who knows? And if you don't go through each one and check them every time it syncs, but that's a lot of work.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing now. I did the Ink Frog sync, and all of a sudden I had a bunch of those little scrolling things. I've also done several other things to see what works. I don't like any of them, but they put a bunch of scrolling things in there. And then what else? I had ones where the images would swap. A buyer. This ended. What was that? Activa.
Oh yeah, Activa.
Yeah.
Activa.
Day after I get an email from the buyer. I really don't think that picture matches this item.
Yeah.
I said, really? Let me look. So I looked, and sure enough, I had a totally different item on a completely perfect description.
Oh my God.
So you know what that means? I have 2,700 listings. What did I spend doing for the next 4 days?
It's like a needle in a haystack trying to find them.
I know.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I cannot do that.
You know, like right now.
You know how much?
Unfortunately, before when they had eBay, when eBay had Pro Stores, which essentially was a standalone site that you could subscribe to.
I would have liked.
I think they had the sync for that, but I can't recall whether anybody had too many problems with that or not. But they did away with that when it just wasn't that popular, and you know, wasn't making them any money, I guess. So they just decided to dump it.
See, now if they didn't dump that now in this current market, they would make a profit.
Yeah.
They should bring it back, because you know I am dying for something like Highwire. If eBay would manufacture something that I could take to my eBay store, I would even pay eBay money. That's the money that I'm already paying a lot. I'd even give them more. If they set me up something that was like that Highwire site, I could put my blog in there, or I could put my profile page with my collections and guides in place of the blog page. They should be smart. Make a platform website store page. I already pay for a storefront, which is silly. It's a waste of money. But I use it because I have short URLs, .us, keywebco.us goes there. You know, keywebco.net goes to eBay right now. Eventually that's going to be keywebco.com. But if eBay had one that was, you could get your store name with a dot whatever, and then it was a full website store, just like the Highwire one that you could put your blog in or collections or whatever.
Yeah.
I would be on that, and I would pay for that. I would be able to.
Well, I mean, if they would just give us the option
they would
to
add
blog
more features like the blog or whatever to the existing platform.
Yeah, that would help.
A good option too.
Like freestanding website.
Because I mean, frankly, we're already paying eBay for a store.
Exactly.
You know, we pay a monthly fee. We have it set up. It looks really nice. We have we can redirect whatever URL to it. Are you okay, Dante?
Yes.
I might throw up. Oh no.
Oh yeah. Do you want some cough syrup? You need to go outside? Okay, then go outside. You don't need me to be there for you to go outside. They are so clingy, my kids. I love them, but they always want, like, they won't play in their playroom by themselves. They won't. No, like, I have to be there. You know, they can't go outside and play.
Yeah, she's recording.
Okay, Mary, remember, in a few years, play this back.
Oh my God!
Saying the complete opposite. Yeah. My kids don't pay any attention to me at all.
This is their yard, right? This is their yard.
We can't see you. You're on the audio.
Right. You're on the audio.
Oh, the audio? Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, poor signal.
All right. Well, it's a totally fenced in back area. You know, they can't get out. Nobody can get in. I don't have to be out there.
Yes, surveillance. You need to
they They are very.
You have surveillance in the corner. You should do that. As your kids get a little older, rely more on video, less on person.
Seriously, but it's just that they want my presence.
That will change. That's why I asked
they will
recording
change.
this.
Oh yeah.
I know.
We will play this back to you in a few years.
And it's what do you want? Leave me alone.
Yeah, like leave me alone, Mom. Yes, you can have some veggie sticks.
Veggie sticks. That sounds good.
Yeah, they're these little snacks that they eat way too many of. I mean, they're okay. They're not unhealthy, but they're not like.
I guess I could tell what's going to happen. This is a Halloween show, and I've got a vegetarian in the lab today. So guess what's going to happen around Halloween? I just sent off some cows to be sold, and guess where they're going? They're going to the livestock yard. I guess what happens to the vampires. And they cannibals. Eat them up. That was my Halloween joke for right now.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you guys what we're going to do for Halloween. We already did our pumpkin. You have to get your camera. How are we supposed to do a review? How are we going to do a review?
Exactly. I'm supposed to do a review show of this camera with this awesome software. But I did.
Yeah, we're supposed to do a review show.
Software is magnificent. It's simple. Click a button here, click a button there. It does what you want. That is why I want it. Now, if the camera performs as well as I believe it will with the software I've looked at very closely, I am going to double my sales. My pictures are horrible. All I have to do is pay a new employee, which is coming in after I come back from conference, to sit and go through every one of my inventory items that has a bad picture, rip those backgrounds. I've been working on removing HTML and all that from my descriptions now. But once those pictures get changed, I am expecting a significant increase.
Yeah, I expect
because I've already practiced to test. You know, I test everything. I don't believe a word anyone tells me until I've tested. And so I said, well, let's see if ripping the background makes any difference whatsoever on eBay. So I stole a few images from Walmart on some products that I bought at Walmart to sell on eBay. And of course, I put my own in too. And I put them up there. But these are images without backgrounds.
Stock photos,
I have seen higher traffic than what I expected. I don't have sales numbers of significant amount to give you an honest answer yet. But I will say that I have seen on a group that I have not put in my selling group because that immediately would have tons of traffic. But I did take 2 items that I did this way and didn't market them in any way, shape, or form except change their imagery. And there was a significant surge in traffic and a few more sales. So as well as I can test it so far, I think that imagery is going to be a game changer for this holiday season for me, because half of the Christmas junk that I have for this year, I shouldn't say junk, I have actually good Christmas stuff. That's one department I don't buy stuff. I do have some, but I buy better stuff. But half of that stuff was in my store last year. And the pictures are horrible because I didn't even care about pictures. I used to just line it up, click, 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 click. Oh, listing's done. Off I go. But after I get the software for this camera this year, and get the pictures without the backgrounds, take things out of the box. I used to never ever take any item out of the box. But now, unless there's a factory seal, I will remove the item from the box. Take pictures of it. Made a big difference. I take something out of the box, even though the box picture may actually better the quality than the picture that I take live. They like seeing that individual real life item outside of the box, even if it's supposed to be new in the box.
Yeah, because they can't touch it.
Email me and say, how can
it depends what it is, but
you're taking pictures of it out of the box.
Yeah. Well, it's images and titles that mostly sell your item.
Exactly.
You know? And the image, it's got to be something that is, the visual's got to grab them. It's got to grab their attention. So if it's a poor image, they're going to be like, oh, and they keep move it down the list.
Okay.
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
I think the image
And,
grabs
you know,
them first. The title gets it found when
Yes.
they're doing the search.
Yes.
So that is priority one.
But in search, when you're looking, it's visual.
But then when they get that title and it comes up in search, where do they go? Do they go reading down a bunch of words? No. Their left eye goes immediately to all
They
those
start with
images.
the image.
And the one that is bright and clean and they can see one item to focus on, that's the one they click every time. Every time. Then when that item is overpriced, they go 3 or 4 down and find my poor pictures.
Yeah.
And then they buy from
But
me
it
for
does
less
make a
money.
difference.
But that's okay. Why do
There's a
good
trust
images
factor.
and charge
There's
less
definitely
money
a
and get
trust
all
factor.
the sales? That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. To me, it's like when my photos started improving, my sales improved as well, because I mean, my photos have always been decent. I've never been the type that will, throw something on the floor. Yes, sweetheart, go run with your tricycle, please. You know what I mean? But when they started getting better, people did click on them more. You know what I mean? And I felt more comfortable about sharing them on social media.
Well, that's most social media is visual. I mean, Pinterest is visual, Instagram's visual, everything's visual.
When do you think eBay is going to let us put a short video for the little image first? Like I sell train sets. I would love to have that very first image, even if you had to click it like a GIF, like they're doing on Facebook. I would love that very first image if a buyer could just click it, and even if it only was a 5-second video, just see it move.
Well, Amazon does that, but they only Amazon can upload video.
Well, yeah,
they don't
put video in your listing. You can add the YouTube video.
You can do it in your listing.
But doesn't that give you the heavy HTML?
But it does help if you've got an item that's actually item that moves or makes sound. They say it makes a big difference. Even
if you lose a little bit of search value.
It shouldn't affect you, because if you use a good embedder, like I'm using one that, because right now you can't grab the embed code from YouTube directly. And
no,
put it into the listing.
there is one in the stores group. There's a link to I forget what site it is, but you go in and you put the YouTube link in there, and it gives you the code.
Yeah, I saw that. I need to look at that, because I need those Christmas trains running around the track. That would be the only thing I would slap in my description.
I did that with this because it moves.
Oh,
I made a little video and stuck it in there.
They're so cute. I have one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did. Oh, why don't you put that link over there?
Yeah, put it in. Some of the luggage that I sell, the higher end brand, they have videos on YouTube. So what I'm doing is I'm putting them into the descriptions. That's kind of one of the things that I'm doing now, that I'm going through each and every single one. And I'm like, you know what? If there's a video for it, I'm going to put it in. Because if it's embedded correctly, it might not show up on everybody's Android device, but it'll show on everybody's desktop, and it'll show up for most devices.
And that Canon camera that I'm buying tomorrow, that has short video feature. First thing I'm going to work on is this train listings. I have 300 trains coming in next week, so I definitely need to get the volume up. I've sold one.
Yeah. Definitely taking a video of it. Would help a lot.
If I put a video in that, I wish that video be where the picture image is. But if I put that video in the description, anyone that sees that thing moving is going to buy it, because it's cute. It'll have sound too. Do they have sound on eBay on the video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I better be careful about that, because I'll have to turn that.
My little owl one is only 6 seconds, but it's just enough to show them that it moves. And
but that's all I want. I just want them to see it go around the track.
If it's something that makes sound, you'll hear the sound, but
I'll have to turn that way down.
Right.
Old people do not like loud sounds, and they buy trains for the kids.
I did that on a kid's singer, a girl's little singer sewing machine, to show them that it actually stitched and worked, so that they could see that it was working.
Now, was that a toy sewing machine?
Yeah, but it actually stitched.
Okay, was it actually? It was Singer brand, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What would a knockoff of that Singer brand sewing machine that's new be valued at? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't know, because because stores like Joann's and stuff, they actually sell them, you know, brand new. And if they're on sale, they can go for, cheapest I've seen is probably around $25, $30. But then they go up from there. They've had Hello Kitty ones. They've had, I mean, there's been all different ones, but I sold my used one for $40 though.
See, the knockoff ones I have access to are $10 a piece.
Yeah, it just depends on what it does. If it
does full
pretend to sew,
you can actually sew.
Other ones actually sew it. They're simple stitches. There's like 2, I think, stitches in it.
Yeah, like straight and zigzag.
Yeah, there's like one that's,
I don't even know if it goes backwards
or some kind of stitch that does or whatever. But yeah, so you just want to see that it actually is doing the stitch.
The reason I ask is I may just go buy one of those. The place where I have my deal with the trains got them in. They're packaged, they're brand new. They didn't have them last year. And packaging screams by me, very well marketed packaging. And the quality of it, for being from China, like everything else is, but the quality of it was not too bad. I turned the little handle, didn't feel all floppy and jiggly. The needle was a safety needle. It said it won't sew heavy fabric, which means it's just toy fabric, but it will sew.
Okay.
So I may just buy one and test that out before I decide to get those. Because see, anything that I order, I can get later if I don't buy it now.
Yeah.
Clear. But I don't want to have to buy a bunch of them. Oh, there's your item.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those are really cute. I have one. I used to have it in my bathroom.
I have a little dragon one, but I don't know where it is. The dragon's tongue goes out and in, out in. That's all it does.
This one just spins back and forth.
This one, the tongue.
Well, do you guys think it's worth the effort if, for example, all I have is still images of an item, and making that into like a slideshow and
any kind of movement gets more attention to the eye and causes a reaction. If they like the movement, they feel safe and comfortable. If they want it, if it's attractive or sexual, they go after it. So just think about movement. That's why when you go see the cha-cha dancers that wear your shoes, the guys are all excited because there's movement and it's going up and down. Okay. Well, same thing applies with products. If there's any kind of movement, even if it's a still image scrolling by, they're going to like it. That's why I'm a little upset that there's no HTML anymore. But
there's none.
There's a bigger purpose. They did that so it'll be mobile friendly. That's where the real dollars are.
And it's
That's
just
more important than me marketing through it.
It was the apps that had the Flash, because most browsers now are not supporting Flash, and so they will not work. And so that was the issue. Whereas the YouTube videos, that's different. So
I need to jump on that. YouTube, obviously, YouTube video is important, but they're getting collections now. They don't, even does not waste money or time. They would not be putting video availability in collections unless there is a significant reason to do that. Well, the reason is nobody is going to be looking at still images. They're going to be all watching video. Once the market becomes all video, guess where all the attention will be? Dead, dark images. It's going to be a cycle. 10 years from now, we're going to be saying, take all those bright colors out of your listings. Make it dull. Make it dull.
Because it's like when they went to the Flash.
So saturated with Flash that what will get the attention is something dull. Right now, we're going the other direction. That's at least my opinion.
Got it.
Maybe wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll
there'll be something else new.
Yes,
I definitely think
David, Money Court mentioned something important.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the YouTube is super, super high in search rank, and you know I've had things that I did one video of a high-end suitcase. Oh, you remember, Roger? You've seen it. That thing still gets hits. Of course, I don't have it anymore. I run out. But if I find it, I definitely list it.
Well, you know, especially since you drop ship and you don't have to deal with the shipping time, you don't have to deal with storing products. You have family, of course, to deal with. You don't have time. But since you don't have those others concerns, I definitely think, and the psychic mentioned something about, you offering services too. I think offering those services, video might be directly related to that. Maybe that's why we're talking about it all in the same show. So maybe you can think about how to use video to stimulate this new service that you're doing. That way you don't have to go back and add the video later. Just build it the right way from the beginning.
Yeah, just use periscopes and
Exactly.
blabs
Use
as a
that
way
to
of
market the
marketing
heck out of it.
Yeah.
I did that, the video thing with the Godzilla little light up toy thing I sold too.
That was really cute. I like that Godzilla item. It was
it lit up and then it made noise, and it was a phone ringer of all things.
Yeah, it was so cute. It was so cute. Little Godzilla, his eyes were all creepy and stuff. I liked it.
But anything that makes sound moves.
I'm so hungry. Yeah.
I like the little GIF images on Facebook, but thus far I have not been able to post one of those to work properly.
Like I said, I think it has to do with the file type that you're actually, uploading.
It's probably from where I steal them from.
Maybe.
Because when I steal it in Messenger and send it to myself on the, I normally steal it on mobile, and then I send it to the PC or laptop on Messenger, and then I pull it out. I think it changes its format, because I know that when I put PNG files in Facebook Messenger, they come out JPG.
Well, it's like when we did the blab, and then the file you sent me, when I downloaded it, the format it downloaded as, I had to go in and do something. I can't remember what I did to it, but I looked it up how to do it, but I had to go in and do something to it to make it be able to play like it needed to when I uploaded to YouTube. So something about some of the files when it downloads, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to do my research into video. And now, the thing about the holidays though is we need to use videos in our Facebook social media stuff. We need to link our products to those videos. So what kind of videos would you recommend get the most attention on Facebook that you can attach a product to? Good question.
Toys are easy. If you have toys, those are super easy. Just take a hint from TV. Like we see ads for stuff on TV all the time. Of course, now we're getting to the point where people get to see their programs and avoid the ads, but they still shove them in there somehow. Right. And it's usually cars. It seems like the marketing mecca is cars. Yeah. But I think anything can be made into a video. You know what I mean? Like you've got all these little toys. Both of you have so many little things for little kids. And you know what my kids watch all the time on YouTube? Like all the freaking time is toy reviews. And it is literally parents and their kids taking the toy apart, putting it together and being like, this does this, and it has this and that, and da 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 da, and just telling you exactly what you're looking at on the box.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Maybe I need to start tearing up a few of my toys and get it on video.
Yeah, if you have multiples of them, Roger, then you can afford to take one, make a video, do a review of it, and be like, okay, hey kids, so we have this SpongeBob SquarePants toy set, and it has these lights, and it says these things, and da 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 da. And those, if you position them correctly on YouTube and you mark that they are children friendly, then they can be seen on YouTube Kids, which is the app that the kids use so that they're not accessing adult content on YouTube. And they just put in an ad at the end of it. They're like, hey, subscribe to blah, blah, blah for more videos and so on and so forth. And my kids, like, that's all they watch all the time. If I let them, they watch that shit all day.
Well, that's kind of cool, though. That's actually educational and fun.
I think I'm left under.
Yeah.
depending on what it is. Like for me, really, because of the dropship items, mainly it would be doing still images, making a nice little slideshow, slapping on some music, and putting on my website at the end of it or at the beginning, or just having it on there. Which I'm hoping to have my best friend do for me at some point. But it takes time, and I know how to do them because I have a Mac and I have iMovie, and I can. But it's just one more thing on top of me that I would rather delegate. You know what I mean? But it feels like if I have to go in and take the photos for you and give you the writing and tell you exactly what to do, then what's the freaking point?
Yourself. Oh, what
exactly.
was that, Mary? Today I sent you an image of how you put your measurements in a shirt.
Oh yeah.
What's that called?
Sizely.
Sizely.
It's Sizely.
I like that. I looked at that. I'm going to start.
I think.
I'm going to send that to my employee to put the information on. For the sizes on the shirt.
Somebody shared an app with me that you can take still photos and make a nice little video collage thing and then upload it to eBay pretty easily. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it.
There's a
I
few
haven't
apps
used
I've
it as much
tried
as
that with, but never done to actually put it on eBay.
It's called Zap EB.
Zappy.
Sizely.
Zappy.
Yeah, that's LY is this.
I think that's it.
Yeah, and the one that I'm talking about.
I love that. I'm going to use that while my employee is being trained to avoid them messing with my InkFrog at all. I'm not even going to have them on my InkFrog account. I'm going to have them send me I'm going to give them a box of clothes, give them that program. Every piece of clothing is going to have a number on it, and then I'm going to have a little list that they fill out. They're going to send me an email with the pictures first, the Sizely, title, the description, its weight, place of manufacturer, UPC codes, all the pertinent data I need. They send me the email. I'm going to copy and paste and make my own listings. I do not trust anybody that's being trained on InkFrog, on anything. And I thought about it. The amount of time required to just click on that and put the information in is pretty quick. They get to retype that information, looking at it after they've just done it in the same email, to write in my description, so they know what to put in the description. So chances are, if they just put the information in an image, they should be able to write a decent enough description of the size of the sleeve and everything else, because it's right there in front of them. I'm thinking this will cause me less errors.
Especially if you have it set up where you not that it's a template, but that you have a where it says sleeve and like a list. That they
exactly then all written out like a list.
Information. That way they don't miss it filling out anything.
Exactly. And then I can just copy paste, slap that in my description, do my own shipping where I control my returns, my shipping, how it's going to be paid for, my PayPal policies. Because I don't like InkFrog. I don't like that you can't put your eBay stuff automatically on there. I am not going to write policy over and over and over again.
No.
Even though you can put a ULR copy paste thingy, it has a link.
Okay.
Where you can put one policy and link it. Now it has advantages, because if you want to change a shipping policy, you unlink it, you link a new one, and all of your eBay items update at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And I go in there at 4 o'clock in the morning tired and make a mistake on one of my shipping policies and update it to all of my eBay listings at once. So no, not using it. I'm going to come up with a way that I can keep someone completely isolated from everything, but I can get the information that I need out of them that's wasting my time. I don't care if I actually put the listing up myself. I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to review everything that's done by every employee before it goes online, because it's my responsibility. So since I've got to read it anyway, it only takes me a few more seconds to copy and paste a list of stuff that's done in the right order as the listing. Put one on one side, one on the other, copy, 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 picture, 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 and I'm done. So that's the only thing that I'm really paying for then, is to do the pictures, to write it up, and to do the measurements, because that's the only thing that I don't want to do in the first place. The actual put the picture in, list it, all that. I need to do that anyway. So,
well,
I
the
think
one thing that it does help with is it essentially acts as InkFrog acts as a essential file cabinet that it will save all those listings for like ever, even the sold ones. Whereas on eBay they fall off. You know, eventually.
now, I love InkFrog to save my active listings.
They save your images. It'll save the listings. It'll save.
Oh
all
yes,
that
I will keep
For
InkFrog.
that purpose, it's actually useful.
And they can look up. Now, my employee will be using InkFrog if it's an item I have similar, because they can go to my live listing. They can open it and create a new listing and then schedule it. Now that I don't have to worry about the shipping policies and everything else, because those will carry over.
Yeah.
But original new listings, which is what I need, they don't put my policies in, and that is a game changer. If InkFrog put it easy, I would use it like crazy. I would hire several employees and have them all on InkFrog accounts.
The one thing about InkFrog that I noticed that I had mentioned to you already is that being able to manage the staff accounts, there isn't the ability to not allow them to, like in the shipping policies and those sort of things. There's the payment that there's no way to lock them out of the payment. So if they made a listing for you and made it live or whatever, and if you didn't look close enough, they could put their own PayPal in there.
Exactly. I am not doing that. That's why I said, that's what you can tell the kind of seller I am. I am great. I am on top of my stuff. And the reason is I don't trust anybody. I want to see what they're doing. InkFrog was awesome. I was all excited. Oh, great. I can hire 10 employees, however many I can afford to go. I can have thousands and thousands of clothes. Thousands. I have sales. Okay?
They need
but
more.
down to where they can control my payments and all that.
They need more ways to lock out the staff. Right now,
If they would do that, I would be good.
Yeah. All right, you guys, I'm going to have to get going because it's the kids are antsy.
Yeah, and we probably should end the show.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, but this was just a casual.
It was, yeah.
And I got to wear this silly thing on my hand.
Yeah, and I've been wearing this thing, and yeah, you guys can't tell, but I actually have a corset on underneath this dress.
Oh no! Oh, no. Well, I would have got up and went swinging in the yard too if I had a corset.
Well, that's why I'm like, no, I got to stand up because sitting down in a corset is comfortable. Can't breathe. It was hard to get it on. Yeah, but
okay, let's do our closing then.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for watching Ecom Blab. This has been our Halloween Spooktacular, and I hope that you got some good tips and tricks for selling online. Forgive the crying baby. And we're going to head off. Thanks so much for joining me, Roger. Mary, it's always good to have you on. And I will see you guys on the next Ecom Blab, which will be next Tuesday. And we have to work on that. All right. So talk to you guys soon.
All right. Awesome.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
All right.